Okay. People are still cleaning up after the hurricane. So, of course, there's a knucklehead outside using a chainsaw. Let's talk about the X-H1. Obviously, since there's no top exposure compensation dial, exposure compensation dial is moved to the rear, or press and rotate the rear command dial. Tip or trick on the X-H1, depending on how you want to look at it. Or I had the camera on for too long. Left it for about 20 minutes. Is go to button dial settings, and then page 2, and then you can go down to exposure compensation button setting. And you have two options for setting your exposure compensation. Option 1 is default on when pressing with the exposure compensation button here, where you press it in and rotate your rear command dial for exposure comp, but I actually have mine set to switch. And there'll be a highlight at the bottom if you actually have that set up in your screen display, where you can actually engage it or disengage it by pressing in the rear command dial if you're worried about accidentally flicking it. This, however, does not interfere in any way when you're actually reviewing your image for pressing in, or when you're autofocusing and you want to press it in for reviewing the image for focusing at 100%. So with it selected, I have it set as switch, so I can actually turn it off or on and dial in my exposure compensation with the rear command dial. So you have two options: set for default by pressing in the exposure compensation dial button and rotating your rear command dial, or set it as a switch so that it's always on, or you can actually switch it off by pressing in the rear command dial. So you'd say always on, but I leave mine on. Since my thumb is never there and I don't accidentally turn the rear command dial, then that's not an issue. So you still do have an exposure compensation dial. It is just set to default the rear command dial, either for press and engage or set to switch, where it is always on when shooting. Thank you so much. Let me know if you have any questions, and you can always click the link below if these videos have been supportive to you. And let me know if there's any other tips or tricks on the Fujifilm X-H1 that you would like to know. I've been shooting it now for about 6 days and cranked about 10,000 shots through it. I'm leaving here soon to do some more shooting, and also shooting this evening downtown with the X-H1 and the 18-135, my favorite little travel lens from Fujifilm. Love, love, love the X-H1. That's not fanboy talk. I actually do. Thank you so much for watching, and catch you later. Bye.